Respected dear family members, my pranams to you. Very recently, on 18th March this year, one of the emeritus thinker of Kerala, one of the emeritus thinkers of Kerala, Dr. Babu Paul IAS, who also happened to be the Chief Secretary of Government of Kerala, who has written many books, majority of which connected with Christianity. He is also a part of church authority. Still he used to visit temples. He used to deliver lectures on Hindu Dharma to Hindu organizations. And generally people think that when he has got a broad mind and broad attitude and broad vision about Hindu Dharma. And that man has written a letters to editor to the Mathrubhumi national newspaper of Kerala in Malayalam, explaining that Thomas Liha, Saint Thomas, was the closest disciple of Jesus Christ. At the age of 72, he became the disciple of Jesus Christ. And it is said that AD 52, he came to Kerala. And he converted many Nambudiris of Kerala, and he consecrated cross, the holy cross, in different parts of Kerala, including nearby Sabarimala temple, and he established the Mahatma seat in Kerala and converted many people. This is the fake story preached and propagated throughout Kerala by the bishops, cardinals and Christianity, Churchianity authorities. Pope has already declared that at the age of 72, Saint Thomas could not and cannot come to Kerala, and at that time the cross was not at all holy. As Dr. Babu Paul said, cross became holy only after 4th century. And after 4th century, the cross was only a crucifying, hanging rope for the criminals and thieves. It was not at all holy and never worshipped, never revered at all. But the fake, fraud, cheating story created by the church authority in Kerala says that great, so-called great, Saint Thomas came to Kerala for preaching Christianity, and he discussed with the Nambudiris and taught Nambudiris and convinced the greatness of the Christianity and converted them. And the Christian recensions of the Kerala explained that all the Christians in Kerala are the next generations of the 8th Nambudiri family. And he converted 8.5 small and 8 big temples into churches, of which one is Nilakal Church. So remember that Saint Thomas has never carried a cross with him. Saint Thomas has never come to Kerala, and all the stories connected with Saint Thomas has been created, fabricated, artificially written for cheating Hindus and converting the Hindus into Christianity. And the story of Nambudiris has been explained just to create a sense of pride in the newly converted Christians from Hindu Dharma. Very recently, when I was fortunate enough to deliver a series of lecture in Hindu conference in Konni, another great Christian, Dr. Alexander Jacob, he has got so many postgraduate degrees and PhD, and also he is IPS. A very broad-hearted, good man, has got extensive knowledge about Hindu Dharma, and he used to be called just like Dr. Babu Paul for delivering Hindu Dharma-based lectures in temples and other places also. I told Dr. Alexander Jacob, you know something about Hindu Dharma, and you should teach, he should teach the Christianity, eating the flesh of the holy man Jesus Christ during the Mass conducted in the church. Eating the body of Jesus Christ as the bread, drinking the blood of Jesus Christ as wine, and worshipping the so-called Holy Cross, using which Jesus Christ was crucified and murdered by Pilatus and his people. That weapon, that tool used for killing Jesus Christ is worshipped by the Christianity. Suppose you are worshipping the pistol used by Godse for killing Mahatma Gandhi. Suppose you are worshipping the pistol used by Godse for killing Mahatma Gandhi. What will it be considered as? Like that, the cross is used for worshipping, and that cross is was not at all holy up to 4th century, and it was used for hanging and killing the holy man Jesus Christ. And that cross is being worshipped, his body is being eaten, his blood is being drunk. And why Jesus was crucified? It is for the mistake, it is for the crime done by Adam and Eve through disobeying the order of Jehovah. Jehovah told you should not eat the apple of knowledge in Eden garden. The Satan provoked Adam and Eve, and they ate the Jnanakani, the apple of knowledge. By that time they got realized that they were naked. Immediately they covered their body, and they covered their body, and the Christians and the people now cover their body not because of the advice of Jehovah, but because of the advice of Satan. If Satan would not have given such an advice to the Christians, even today the Christians would have been walking naked in the world. Satan did a good thing. He told that you are naked, you should become intelligent. The God is not allowing you to eat the apple, because God never wants you to get yourself elevated to the level of God. So He wants to keep you ignorant and naked throughout. But because of the advice of the Satan, they took the apple of knowledge and they became wise, and later on they underwent the sexual intercourse, and they got Cain as the son. And when the Satan's advice was taken by Adam and Eve against the advice of Jehovah, that became the Adi Papa, the oldest sin. For curing, solving, erasing the oldest sin, a great holy man got crucified. Jesus got crucified and killed for the sin of the human being. How much blunder it is there. So many sinners are in the world. Instead of hanging the sinners, instead of punishing the sinners, a good godly man got crucified for the sinners. If I am doing some sin, somebody else is punished. What is the logic behind that? That too, a holy man got punished for the sin of the sinners. It is just like the prisoners of central jail. Instead of punishing the prisoners, you punish Shankaracharya and hang him. Is it not like that? I explained all these things. Drinking the blood of Jesus Christ, eating the body of Jesus Christ, worshipping the tool used for killing Jesus Christ, and killing Jesus Christ for the sin of others, and you consider it as a holy thing, and for the mistake of somebody else is punished. And like that Saint Francis Xavier, so-called saint, who killed 40,000 Hindus in Goa and nearby places during Inquisition for not accepting Hindu Dharma, and the Christians of India have got their forefathers from the Hindu recessions. Their forefathers are Hindus. So the Christians killed their forefathers through the Francis Xavier, Portuguese missionary, and he smashed 1,410 temples converted them into churches. And the person who butchered Hindus, he has been converted as a saint. And hundreds and thousands of churches are coming in the name of Saint Francis Xavier. And also remember that in Bible and in Christian messages, it has been declared that every human being is a sinner. Every human being is a sinner. So, whether he is alive or he is dead, he is a sinner. So, Alphonse Amma is a sinner. George is a sinner. Sebastian is a sinner. Joseph is a sinner. After their death, these sinners were declared as saint by another sinner sitting in the Vatican. The Pope is a human being. He is also sinner. Can one sinner sanctify another sinner? Can one living sinner declare a dead sinner as a saint? What a negative approach this has got. And remember that when I explained all these things, the Dr. Alexander Jacob, he was sitting and thinking, and last he said so many superstitions are there in Christianity, and he went away. To Dr. Babu Paul also, I would like to say, he should teach the Christians. Merely accepting the flag post, merely making the idols of Jesus Christ, merely wearing the saffron cloth by the cardinals and the bishops will not make them the inheritors of Hindu Dharma. They should discard all the so-called Western approach of divinity and follow Hindu Dharma. One person by name Thomas George, he wrote a comment when I delivered a lecture in YouTube saying that the Hindus are awakening. He could not tolerate my speech, and he told that I am an RSS man, I am a Hindutva man, I am a fascist, and I am following Godse. As a reply to him, I would like to say, Godse is a criminal who killed the holiest living Indian saint, Mahatma Gandhi. Nobody has made any temple for Godse. Godse was hanged. Nobody protested about the hanging of Godse also. No temples has been consecrated in the name of Godse because he killed Mahatma Gandhi. But Saint Francis Xavier killed 40,000 people. That much people have not been even killed by Osama bin Laden, not even killed by Gaddafi, not killed by Saddam Hussein. They were all hanged or killed in different ways. But this man who killed 40,000 Hindus and smashed 1,410 Hindu temples, he has been sanctified and he has been declared as the saint. Just think about it. Whether RSS is doing fascist or BJP is doing fascist, he asked me whether I am an RSS man. Anybody teaching me about my motherland India, anybody is worshipping India, anybody is worshipping Sanatana Dharma, including Christian, Syriac Joseph, Joseph Pulikundel, Tony Joseph, they are all worshipping Hindu Dharma also, even though they are Christians. I follow them. If Chinmaya Mission or Nayar Service Society or Srinarayana Dharma Parivalana Sangam or Emmanuel Society or Deep World Society learn and teach Hindu Dharma, I will be their followers. If they worship India's motherland, I will be their followers. If RSS does that, I will be the follower of RSS. If BJP does that, I will be the follower of BJP. Only thing I look, whether they worship, they learn and teach Hindu Dharma, they worship and they respect Mother India. These are the two criteria done by anybody, whether Naxalite or Mao Zedong's followers or Saddam Hussein's followers. If they respect our culture, our cultural values, our Dharma, our nation and our motherland, I will be respecting them. So whether Jesus Christ does that, I respect Jesus Christ because last part of his life he spent in India. When Kerala Christians are representing their grievance to American president, Jesus Christ thought that it would be better to come and live in India and die in India. When these people are going to America for serving Christianity and bringing money for converting Hindus, Jesus Christ did the reverse. That is the greatness of Jesus Christ. That may be the reason why Jesus Christ was crucified by the Kerala Christians. These are all the explanations I would like to give to Dr. Babu Paul, to Dr. Alexander Jacob, and also a person who wrote a comment for my YouTube lecture in Malayalam. His name is Thomas George. Thank you very much. My pranams to you.